Have you ever wondered why the very first family on Earth ended in bloodshed? Welcome back to our occult channel, where we uncover the hidden myths that shaped humanity. Tonight, we explore Cain and Abel, the oldest story of jealousy, sacrifice, and a curse that still echoes in the shadows. This isn't a simple Sunday school lesson, it's a dark parable, packed with esoteric secrets about free will, divine favoritism, and the birth of violence itself. Let's descend into Genesis chapter 4 and discover what truly happened when brother turned against brother. After Adam and Eve's expulsion from Eden, the ground is cursed, toil is endless, and two sons arrive. Cain, the firstborn, becomes a farmer, coaxing crops from hostile soil. Abel the younger keeps sheep, roaming freely under vast skies. Both grow into diligent men. Both decide to honor the Lord with offerings. Cain brings produce, grain, fruits, the result of hard labor. Abel selects the firstborn lambs, slaughtering them and offering the choicest fatty portions. Then comes the inexplicable. God looks with favor on Abel and his gift, but on Cain and his offering he shows no regard. No reason is given, just acceptance for one, rejection for the other. The silence burns. Cain's countenance falls. The Lord notices and speaks directly. Why are you angry? Why has your face fallen? If you do what is right, will you not be accepted? But if not, sin is crouching at the door. It desires to have you, but you must rule over it. Here sin is personified, a predator waiting to pounce, a chilling first appearance. Cain says nothing. Instead, he invites Abel to the field. The Hebrew text is stark. Cain rose up against Abel his brother and killed him. No recorded argument, no weapon named, only sudden, irreversible violence. The first human death is murder. The first blood spilled is by family. God's voice breaks the silence. Where is your brother Abel? Cain's reply is cold. I don't know. Am I my brother's keeper? Defiance, laced with mockery. Yet the earth refuses to stay silent. Abel's blood cries out from the ground. It screams for justice. The curse is immediate and poetic. The soil that once responded to Cain now rebels. When you work the ground, it will no longer yield its crops for you. You will be a restless wanderer on the earth. Cain cries out that the punishment is too great. Driven from the land, hidden from God's presence, he will be killed by anyone who finds him. Then comes the enigma that has fueled centuries of speculation. God sets a mark upon Cain, not to brand him in shame, but to protect him. Whoever kills Cain will suffer vengeance 7 times over. Marked and exiled, Cain heads east of Eden to the land of Nod. Wandering, there he takes a wife. Ancient texts imply pre-Adamite peoples or sisters unmentioned, fathers Enoch, and builds the first city, naming it after his son. From the first murderer springs civilization itself. Now the esoteric layers unfold. In mainstream Kabbalah, Cain's offering lacked heart. He gave leftovers, while Abel gave the best in Gnostic readings. The rejecting Lord is the demiurge, a lesser creator, jealous of spirit. Cain, aligned with higher knowledge, becomes a tragic hero, punished for independence. Some early sects even revered Cain as the bearer of forbidden wisdom. The mark itself morphs across traditions. A letter from God's name on his forehead, a horn, perpetual trembling, luminous skin, anything that makes him instantly recognizable and untouchable. Rosicrucian and Masonic lore trace the craft of building and metallurgy back to Cain's line. His descendant Tubal-Cain forges tools of bronze and iron, turning curse into innovation that cries from the ground, births an entire occult current. Spilled innocent blood never sleeps. It binds oaths, fuels curses, demands repayment across generations. Medieval legends linked Cain to vampires, an immortal wanderer who cannot die, feeding on blood because the earth rejects his sustenance. Others connected the mark to the wandering Jew, or stigmatized entire peoples. Sevenfold vengeance reverberates. Lamech, fifth from Cain, boasts he will be avenged 77-fold, escalating the cycle. Yet centuries later, Jesus flips the script, forgive 77 times. The line of Cain perishes in the flood. Seth's lineage survives. Carrying the spiritual seed, Cain and Abel became archetypes. Cain is every resentful soul who feels overlooked. Abel is the effortlessly favored. Their story warns that perceived unfairness can birth monsters, yet even the worst transgression does not cancel divine mercy. The mark proves protection extends to the guilty. In art and literature, the motif never dies. Steinbeck's East of Eden, Byron's brooding play, countless paintings of the murder scene. Modern superheroes often echo the brothers, one favored, one fallen. The mark of Cain is tattooed on serial killers, outcasts, anyone society deems irredeemable. Here's a dark chuckle. If Cain and Abel had Instagram, Cain posts an artisanal grain bowl captioned, "Blood, sweat, and tears went into this harvest," while Abel drops a perfectly grilled lamb chop with blessed and gets the divine double tap. Never compare your behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel. This primal myth remains the blueprint for every tale of sibling rivalry turned deadly. From Romulus and Remus to Marvel's Thor and Loki, it asks uncomfortable questions. Was God's favoritism fair? Did Cain have a real choice? Or was violence encoded from the start? What do you think? Was the rejection justified, or did it force Cain's hand? Drop your thoughts below. If this descent into humanity's darkest origin story gripped you, smash like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more forbidden myths. Until next time, remember, the ground still listens.